Usaiba bin Ka'ab, who personally defended the Prophet, peace be upon him, in battles, tending to the wounded and even fighting on the front lines. Malahayati embodied and continued this powerful legacy of women warriors in Islam. A story that I love. In 1599, the Dutch commander Cornelis de Houtman arrived in Aceh, and de Houtman insulted the Sultan and he attacked him. But Malahayati and her army were ready. They weren't just going to let that happen. Malahayati engaged the Houtman in a one-on-one duel on the deck of his ship. Armed with her traditional Achenese dagger, the renkong, she defeated and killed the Dutch commander, and this solidified her legacy as a military genius and a protector of her people. Her reputation as a warrior and a leader was established, and when English emissaries, including Queen Elizabeth I's envoy with James Lancaster, arrived in Aceh in 1602, they chose to engage her in diplomacy rather than risk a fight. Malahayati demonstrated her refined political skills. Indonesians had to give in to protect their people from being harmed, and she negotiated a treaty that granted England a trading port in Aceh, and this was nothing but a strategic move to deal with the Dutch and Portuguese influence in the region. Malahayati's broken heart forged an army, and while she was powerful enough to fight, we can learn from these stories that our history of legendary battles wasn't always about fighting. It was also about giving in. It was about signing treaties and granting safety to your people. And I'm sure that at that time, there were many people in Indonesia who felt like Malahayati was a traitor. She should have gone to war to fight the English and the Portuguese instead of giving them the ports in Muslim lands. But just because you as a leader can kill someone because you're strong enough, that doesn't mean that your people will be protected. Those who are vulnerable won't have the weapons to fight, and they are the ones to suffer. So they signed a treaty and they gave away land and trade routes. But these methods of navigating conflict go back to the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He sometimes negotiated with enemies of Islam, and he sometimes accepted treaties that didn't seem favorable to us Muslims. But in the end, he didn't risk the lives of many Muslims simply to maintain power or land. And that's a lesson to remember today.